welcome to Ball na Ball Kenya Premier League Weekly Preview. Today, we are breaking down a match that had it all. We're talking a massive rivalry, huge implications for the title race, and a result that, well, it sent shockwaves right through the top of the table. So let's set the scene. On one side, you've got AFC Leopards, the mighty Ingwe, sitting pretty as the league leaders. And on the other, the challengers, Kakamega Homeboys, a team that was absolutely gunning to knock them off that top spot. You just knew this was going to be good. This all went down at the Nyayo National Stadium on January 4th. But look, this wasn't just another game. This was the Ingwe Derby. The atmosphere was electric, the pressure was on, and everybody knew this was about way more than just 3 points. But here's the crazy part. For all that build-up, for all the talk of a 90-minute war, this entire match was basically decided by one incredible moment that happened almost right after the first whistle. That's right, just 2 minutes in, before fans could even get settled in their seats, before the teams had found any rhythm, the game was turned on its head in the most dramatic way possible. And you can just feel the energy of that moment from the commentary. The announcer just explodes, and Maura scores this third goal of the season. That's pure, unfiltered derby magic right there. The man who made it happen was Henry Omolo for Kakamega Homeboys. And this was no tap-in, believe me. It was an absolute rocket from outside the area that left the keeper with absolutely no chance. What a way to silence the home crowd. So with Homeboys landing that knockout punch so early, the whole game plan changed. What we saw for the next 88 minutes was this fascinating tactical battle. It really became a story of the Leopards' attack versus the Homeboys' defense, and here's how it played out. AFC Leopards, obviously stunned, just threw everything they had at them. They controlled the ball, they made subs to try and find a breakthrough, but Kakamega Homeboys were just immense. They set up a disciplined defensive wall and basically said, "Come on, try and beat us." And for all their effort, the Leopards just couldn't find a way through. So when that final whistle finally blew, the impact of that one single goal was felt immediately. It completely reshaped the top of the league table. Just take a look. Before kickoff, this is how things stood. AFC Leopards were number 1, the team to beat, looking down at everyone else. In the space of 90 minutes, boom, the whole thing flips. That incredible 1-0 win launched Kakamega Homeboys right to the top of the Kenya Premier League. Just a massive, massive result for them. And for AFC Leopards, it was a double whammy. Not only did they lose top spot to their rivals, but it also meant their fantastic 6-game unbeaten streak came to a sudden screeching halt. Now, to really understand why this meant so much, why this was such a huge win for Homeboys and such a painful loss for Leopards, you have to know the history. This is the Ingwe Derby, and it's so much more than a game. So for anyone who might be new to this, the Ingwe Derby is what we call this massive rivalry. It's because both of these clubs have really deep roots in Western Kenya. It's all about local pride, history, and bragging rights that go back years. And if you look at their last few meetings, you can see just how tight this rivalry is. It's always a battle. A few wins here, a few draws there. It's completely unpredictable. And this latest result just adds another amazing chapter to the story. Which really just leaves us with one big question, right? Was this just a classic Derby Day shocker, a one-off result? Or are we actually seeing a real shift in power at the very top of the Kenyan Premier League? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Don't forget to leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Alright, let's get right into it. We are going to dive into one of the most talked about fixtures from this week's FKF Premier League action, that huge clash between AFC Leopards and Nairobi United. Hi, and welcome back to our weekly Kenyan Football League review. And wow, this week pretty much all eyes were on one place, right? That massive, highly anticipated clash between AFC Leopards and Nairobi United. And let me tell you, the outcome of this one, it absolutely shook up the league table. It all comes down to this one simple number. Yep, You're seeing that right. A dominant 2-0 victory for AFC Leopards. You know them as Ingwe sent them straight to the top of the FKF Premier League. First place. I mean, what a huge result for the club and for the fans. So you got to ask, how did Ingwe take the throne? Well, this win was extra special. Why? Because this was the first time ever that these two clubs have faced off in a top-flight competitive match. A huge test for the newcomers Nairobi United. And in this historic first meeting, it was AFC Leopards who came out and made a massive statement. So let's break it down, right? Let's look at the anatomy of this victory. It really all came down to two key moments, two absolutely crucial goals that decided everything. So first up, they get an early breakthrough, an unfortunate own goal just 20 minutes in, and then you fast forward deep into the second half and the deal is sealed in the 70th minute by Kelly Madada. So let's take a closer look at how that first goal happened. Alright, so picture this. It's only 20 minutes into the match. The score is still 0-0, right? And AFC Leopards, they win a corner kick. The ball gets whipped into the box and it's just pure chaos in there. Right in the middle of that scramble, you know, the commentary just captured the moment perfectly. You could hear the excitement, the surprise when the commentator basically yells out that it was Michael Munyingu who put it into his own net. Oh man, what a tough break for the defender. But for Leopards, an absolute dream start. Alright, so Ingwe manages to hold on to that 1-0 lead for most of the match, but then we hit the 70th minute and they find that killer second goal to really put the game to bed. And you know, the key thing here is that it all started with some absolutely fantastic work from Samuel Sanyonjo, who set the whole thing up with the assist. You can just feel the excitement of the moment in the commentary here. The commentator just rose Mfalme, which means king, as Kelly Madada slams the ball home. What a finish that secured the 3 points and yeah, definitely crowned him the king of that moment. Okay, so the 2-0 victory is in the bag, but what does this all mean for the bigger picture? Let's zoom out and take a look at the view from the top. Well, the numbers here really don't lie. That win puts AFC Leopards sitting pretty in first position with 27 points. Meanwhile, after that tough loss, Nairobi United are down in 9th place with 19 points. But, and this is a big but, you have to look at the games played column. See, while Leopards have a nice little points cushion, Nairobi United have played 4 fewer games. That's 4 games in hand. If they can turn those into wins, this table could look dramatically different. So yeah, the lead is there, but is it really secure? And that question is exactly what makes the next chapter of this story so exciting. Because this brand new rivalry, we don't have to wait long at all for the next installment. The rematch is already on the calendar, folks. I mean, just look at how quickly this is all moving. The win was on January 7th. The rematch, it's set for January 25th. That's practically no time at all between two absolutely massive encounters. So, this all leaves us with the ultimate question heading into that rematch, doesn't it? Are AFC Leopards going to cement their place at the top, or is a wounded Nairobi United going to find the perfect revenge and start climbing back up that table? So, what do you think is going to happen? I really want to know. Give us your take in the comments below. And hey, while you're there, be sure to like and subscribe for more of our Ball na Ball Kenya Premier League weekly previews. You don't want to miss it.